Hello viewers, my name is Gypsy Knight. Welcome to my channel. This is Cards for the Stars, and I am new to YouTube, so thank you so much for having me. I currently read for professional athletes and musicians, and I am wanting to read for the general population as a whole. So with that said, I am going to start with the month of November for the sun sign of Scorpio. And you can, this is a generalized reading, so you can take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. And if you have further questions, you can either book a private reading, my information will be below, or you can see as to your moon sign, your rising, even sometimes your Venus sign. Okay, now again, like I said, this is generalized for Scorpios, and since I can't relate to each one of you individually, I'll do the very best I can. So again, what resonates, take it. If it doesn't, just leave it. Okay, and if there are any cross watchers, you are so welcome here. I really think it's fabulous that you guys are being very proactive and putting yourself in a position to be responsive versus reactive to your interpersonal relationships. Okay, so I always love having you, so thank you so much. And I will go ahead and get started. I've already shuffled, meditated on the cards, and spent quite a while doing that. So I'm going to read the Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. This is a beautiful deck I got from Italy. And so I will show the cards to you as we go along, okay? Bear with me. Still new, still a little camera shy. There might be a couple ums in here, but we all got to start somewhere, correct? So thank you again for your patience, and thank you for the opportunity to read to you. So I'm going to do a Celtic spread, and I've already laid them out on my table, and I've even pulled a couple of extra cards. You've had some jumper cards as well. Most readers read for love. However, I'm more of a self-love and a business career-oriented type of person. I'm a Cancer. My moon is in Pisces. I'm a Virgo rising, and I'm a Leo in my Venus. So just to let you know a little bit about me. I also come from a long line of gypsies and tarot readers. So again, thank you for having me. I would love to get to know each one of you personally. Can't wait to read for all of you. So thank you so very much. Now, to get started, your current position is the Eight of Coins in the reverse. Now, this card suggests that you are feeling uninspired for some reason. Maybe a stagnant, frustrating energy. This is your current energy where you feel currently at the time. What you're dealing with as a whole. So this suggests maybe you've been pushing yourself way too hard, and you probably need to take a break or take it a little bit easy on yourself so you can gain some clarity. Okay? Because the card that crosses you, your current influences on you, is the Devil, and it's reversed. Now, this is one of the few cards that reversed. It's a very, very positive card. I hope you guys can see that. These are gorgeous cards. Now, upright, the Devil is about bondage, about addictive behaviors, about the materialistic things that really compromise our soul, right? And those things are great. Scorpios, you guys love the lavish luxe part of life, and that's beautiful. You guys love the best of the best, and I don't blame you. However, what you do find is when you focus on that, you lose an inner part of you. And being a water sign myself, I understand you guys have extreme feelings and emotions. Yes, cat's out of the bag, sorry, but can't keep that secret too much longer. So you guys are very passionate people, and you feel things very, very deeply. But when you focus only on the tangible and the material, your personal life tends to give away, and you tend to not be as fulfilled in all areas. So the biggest part of this life is learning to find balance in all things, because we want you to have the best of the best. By we, I mean Spirit. Spirit wants you to have the best of the best that life has to offer in all aspects of your life. Okay? So this card, reverse, shows you breaking away from that stagnant energy, from those obsessive behaviors, from those chains that seem to tie you down. But this card suggests, again, a break so that you can get some mental clarity and step back and reevaluate things. And is it really worth the sacrifice that you're giving to have the material possessions? Okay? Now, the card below you. This is in your past. It could be 3 to 6 months, 3 to 6 weeks. Typically, what you've been dealing with for almost the past 3 to 6 months. Generally. Okay, don't forget this is general, guys. Now, this is the Justice reverse. Now, this card is you're feeling wronged in a situation. Maybe you've escaped justice. From a legal standpoint, maybe you didn't have to pay a fine or you didn't get penalized for something. Perhaps, you eluded the cops. I don't know, whatever your position is. Again, this is general. So if that's the case, yes, you've gotten by with it. But this card also shows it's on delay. With that said, keep in mind that karmic justice is also on delay, and it could catch up with you. So this card suggests that you don't try to take matters into your own hands. We know that Scorpios have a stinger, and if anyone has ever screwed one over or done them wrong, they come to regret that decision quickly. So we know you guys react with such vigor to avenge yourself and your morals and your values, because you guys pride yourself on honor and trusting people and doing what's right as a whole. Usually you guys are really good-hearted, and one thing you don't like is someone violating your loyalty or your trust. That those things are big for you. Those are big morals that you got, or ethics that you guys have. Those are standards you hold really, really high. And you're usually high integrity people. Forgive me. Told you I was a little nervous still. So don't take justice into your own hands. Now, you're more than welcome to do that, but keep in mind that karma's going to come, and you getting revenge, or you getting even, or you showing that person that you are not one to be messed with, because I know how you Scorpios are. My Mars is in Scorpio. I am the exact same way when it comes to business. So I totally can relate. I'm probably preaching to the choir here. So this card suggests that and it's hard, trust me, I know. Let karma take care of others, because if not, karma's going to take care of you. But again, you do have this decision. But do you want to get out of this energy? Do you want to get out of the stagnant energy that you're in? Because you're confused, you're not focused, it's like chaos, and you're either super in the zone or you're out in la la land somewhere trying to avoid it all. Okay? I know that's how you guys are. And that's okay. But you're lacking a lot of emotional and spiritual fulfillment when you do that, okay? Now, this next card is in your immediate past. And this is the Page of Wands. And what this card represents, I'm so sorry. Here, maybe you can see it closer. So, okay, so what this card represents is maybe you jumped into something that you might not have been prepared for, something very fiery, passionate that you might have been passionate about or thought you were passionate about. And you kind of didn't weigh the pros and cons or the consequences, or maybe just not prepared at all. So this card definitely shows that maybe you jumped into something way too soon. Also, there are probably a lot of external circumstances that are causing you problems. However, the way we react or respond to that can cause, if we choose to react, it only causes more problems in our life, right? If we respond, now we break free from that and things aren't as difficult as they maybe appeared previously before we decided how to handle that situation. But the only way we can do this is A, by taking a break, getting a clear point of view, stepping away, as your other cards have said here. And to be able to respond, you have to get to the root of a problem. So you have to dig deep within yourself and find out, what is that problem that we have, or that I have, or what am I doing to make this worse? So while on the forefront, it could be a lot of exterior issues causing you a problem, mostly it's our egos getting in our way of progress, and it's actually denying us of all the abundance that spirit has to offer us, or whatever you believe in, or that the world has to offer you, okay? And how other people treat you. You can react or you can respond. One's impulsive, the other one's thought out, one's defensive, one's offensive. For those athletes out there, if that helps, we know it's better to be on the offense rather than the defense, right? It's a more threatening position. And that's when your stingers will come out. Okay? Now, this card, make sure that you take a break from this. This will give you some type of clarity, okay? If you're so confused right now, you're like, I don't even know what to do. Because I know you guys get stuck in that la-la land, so you don't have to deal with it. But that's not the solution either. You Scorpios are about extremes. And that's okay. Life is about balance, and that could be your karmic lesson. And if it is, start now. And then if you see everything as a lesson, it doesn't get so dramatic. It doesn't get so extreme. It doesn't feel as it stings as much, okay? So now, your crowning thoughts is the Emperor. Upright, this is an entrepreneur. This guy is pioneering. He's strong-willed. Could be a father figure, a male figure in your life. But this is in your thoughts position. This is what's crowning you. This is what's monopolizing your thought patterns. And again, my beautiful Scorpios, this is you thinking about, how am I going to control the situation? How am I going to manipulate it to be in my favor? How am I going to win? You guys are so good at the mental planning of things. Very strategic. Very strategic. You guys are the ones I want on my side when I'm planning to go to war for any reason. You're the ones I want on my side because you are loyal, fiery, and so methodical. I love it, absolutely. But this could also get in your way, okay? Some of our best assets can also be our weak points, okay? So if you want to stay in this vicious cycle, in this bad karmic funk, whatever you're in, keep controlling people. Keep manipulating. Keep trying to control the situation. Keep misusing your power. Again, you have a choice. Scorpio, this is all on you, loves. This is all you. You have every decision. And I know how you are when you're passionate. I get very passionate and fiery too. I get fired up, but I cool down just as quickly. But sometimes if I just stop, let the universe take control. I'm not saying give up. You guys don't give up. I understand. You guys are so resilient. You can make something out of nothing. It's beautiful. But you got to let go of some of the control. Because if you don't, you're only making things much harder for yourself. I know that's so hard. I'm asking a lot right now. I completely get it. But I'm just showing you how you can escape from this. All these mental and psychological vicious cycles that you keep going through that keep draining your energy. And in your future position, this is your Three of Cups. This shows that you guys are skilled. You guys are very skilled. You guys love what you do. You guys are so talented. You can create so much beauty. Okay, I get that. And it provides you the luxury to live the lifestyle that you want, both emotionally and even financially. Okay, and you guys are hard workers. I can't say that. I'm gonna get so much negative comments from other signs. But all the Scorpios I know, when they get zoned in, whoo, watch out. There's nothing they can't achieve. Like I said, you guys can rise from the ashes and fly next to the sun into this beautiful, mystical phoenix. I admire that quality about you guys. That is so, so beautiful. Like, death doesn't even scare you. You know what I mean? Or change. Change doesn't usually scare you. You guys, man, you make a lot out of absolutely nothing. And it's one of the great things about the sign of Scorpio that we can all learn from. So that's beautiful, okay? But with this, give me just a second. I put a lot of detailed notes because I'm again, little camera shy. So just bear with me. I'm human, believe it or not. So yes, this is just describing how you are at work in your current position, which of the immediate future, which we know this is about you. You know this is about you. But it also has you focusing too much on work, okay? And you lose a lot of areas of your life seem to suffer as well. Now, in your fears and apprehensions, right here is the Queen of Pentacles, reversed. And this shows you are too fixated, right? Remember your super sharp focus I was talking about? You guys are super, super fixated on the outcome, of obtaining this money, this beautiful, luxurious lifestyle, that it's getting in the way of your spiritual growth because you're trying to control things too much because you're so, so consumed with what the outcome's going to be. The tangibles, the rewards, what's coming in materialistically, because we know you have a lavish lifestyle to keep up. We get that, okay? But you kind of let other things go when you focus too much on one. And again, you guys are about extremes, okay? So you got to kind of have that balance, kind of dial it back. It'll cause you a lot less stress. And once anybody, not just Scorpios or water signs, once you learn to let go a little bit, trust, do the work, but let go and let it ride or let it fly or whatever your motto might be, you'll find that things turn out a lot easier and you don't have to work so hard or stress yourself over it. You don't have to become that worrywart over every little thing or every little detail. That's exhaustive, guys. That is so exhaustive. So that might be why sometimes you go into very deep, deep depression or depression states, very dark places. You guys can get real dark and you can be super light. Like I said, you could be the scorpion that crawls under the rock in that dark hole, or you can be the mystic, beautiful phoenix that flies next to the sun. You guys have two extremes and it's beautiful. All right, but just try to find that balance so you don't wear yourself out one way or the other. Now, how everyone in your life and your interpersonal relationship sees you. And this is the King of Wands. And they see you as driven. They see you as hyper-focused. They see you as something's getting your full fire, passion, and attention. And it's not your relationships. Okay? Or if it is, then I don't do love, but in case it is, because it's very general, then maybe if you're focusing too much on your relationships, maybe some other area is lacking. And people, maybe your coworkers are viewing you as maybe distracted. I mean, they see you as that you're super focused, but you're focused on too much on one thing versus distributing your attention and your love and your passion evenly. Okay, if that makes better sense. So maybe your personal, because I'm doing this for business, and your career. I feel like this, and through spirit, I feel like this is your interpersonal relationships. It could be your boyfriend, your husband, your girlfriend, your wife, your baby mama, your baby daddy, or whoever's in your life, your best friend, your cousins, your group of girls, your group of guys, your teammates, whatever it may be. They feel like they're missing out on all the good qualities you have to offer them. And so this card just says, find balance, because somebody's missing out. They do. They see you. Trust me. They get it. Everybody sees that you are driven and focused and goal-oriented. But again, at the cost of your emotional and your personal relationships, or your emotional well-being, or your mental psyche, with that taking a hit, it's going to continue that way if you don't distribute your attention and your passions properly, okay, across the board. So again, that's tough for any of us to find balance in, okay? So you're not alone, all right? I'm not picking on anybody directly. I'm just showing what the cards say. And because I have a lot of Scorpios in my life, so I understand. And I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, so I'm only saying things I need to hear and from experience, okay? So here's the Two of Swords. Now, this is in your hopes and your wishes. Now, this card suggests that you have two choices you need to make, and you're all up in your head about it, or you're blinded by a situation. Now, I can tell you right now, if you're wondering, this card has nothing to do with logic. This is a decision you're going to have to make with your heart that you're avoiding. This is a card that you're going to have to go within. You're going to have to feel those tough feelings. You're going to have to sit in those emotions. But I guarantee when you come out of it, if you can just sit in that uncomfortableness, right? Rather than having the worry and the fear and trying to avoid it, it'll be like holding a beach ball underwater. You know what I mean? You guys can't just suppress it, because it's going to explode in your face. And nobody deserves that. Especially you guys. Y'all don't deserve that. So, but you have the choice. You have the choice. You can face it, face the music, and just go ahead and deal with it and move on, or get past it and grow spiritually, or you can continue to avoid it. But you'll never find this justice, and you'll never break these chains. You feel me? So again, the choice is yours to do. I'm not telling you have to do anything. I'm just suggesting what the cards have to say and what Spirit would like me to share with you to help you grow, because they want you to be abundant and happy. Now, your final outcome is the Ace of Swords. And this card represents a new beginning, a breakthrough, a clarity on an idea or a belief system. And because a new beginning started in your outcome position, which is very positive, I went ahead and I pulled a clarifier card, because I was curious, what kind of new beginning are my Scorpio friends either hoping for, or needing, or looking for? So with that said, I pulled the Six of Cups came out, and this is about balance. Sixes are about balance, harmony. You see this child on the swing, like this is in the teddy bears. This is like you're reminiscing about the yesteryears, or the good old days, or the days of the past, or like when things were so easy and you didn't have to adult so much, when you just carefree and you could just, the days seemed so long and you could just play outside forever, do you remember that? Just ride your bikes with your friends. So those happy times. So I feel like with all this confusion, what you're really hoping for deep, deep, deep down is that innocence, that joy, that passion, because you guys have been just through the ringer lately. I had to shuffle your cards several times, and I took on this energy that you guys have been through a lot. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's confusion and chaos. I could feel it. It came out in the cards, but you're breaking through that. I'm so excited for you. Okay. But Again, harmony, balance, good memories, good times, childlike innocence, enjoying the little things in life like kids do. Go out and play, jump in the puddles, get your feet wet, whatever it may be. Whatever, paint or do something creative or take an art class. I don't know. Whatever it is that resonates with you or that takes you back to that time for at least a moment, that will help you escape all of the pressure from the real world too. But it's also how you tap into your essence with spirit when you're creating and you're enjoying the moment. These cards are suggesting, don't be so focused on the outcome, like here with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Enjoy the journey. You only have one life. I heard a great saying one time. Somebody was like, oh, you're so excited to go to Mount Everest, right? And you're so excited. You can't wait to get to the top, and you can't wait, and you can't wait, and you can't wait. And then you get to the top and you're like, well, shit. What now, right? Like, you go down, you have to go back down, but that's not near as fun as going up, right? So don't be so focused on getting to the top per se. Enjoy the journey while you're there, because that's the essence of life. And when you're creating, that's spirit. That's your soul illuminating for the world. And it would be a travesty for you guys not to be able to share your true heart and soul with the rest of the world. That would be such a loss to the rest of us. So that's what your cards are encouraging you to do. Go back to this childlike innocence. Scorpios are fun when they're not super uber focused. They are fun people to be around. You guys are funny, you're charming, so full of life, you care about everyone else. It's amazing. A lot of people don't get to see that side of you. Keep that hidden, but show that a little bit more. And you'll see, people will take a different, I don't want to say liking because they already like you, but they'll take a different perspective. They'll see a different side of you. Maybe they'll open up, and it'll allow you to bond. Like when you did with children, you're like, oh my God, I like this and I like this, and oh, now we're besties, right? Or whatever it was. So share that lightheartedness with the world sometimes. Don't be so focused on getting the money and the status and the title. Okay? Now, I did have 2 jumper cards for you guys, which was the Star and the Hangman. But I pulled at the bottom of the deck was a Hierophant. And this card is beautiful. And it's about reaching a higher level of spirituality. This shows that you could be aspiring to be enlightened or part of a group, or maybe breaking away of a belief or a system or a structure that you're currently in for a higher purpose. So this is a really good card to get it. It's very positive, but it's more on a spiritual level. And it represents your set of spiritual values and your beliefs, and can often correlate with religion or other formal doctrines of some sort. But before you can discover your own beliefs, it suggests that you get a leader or a mentor or a teacher or someone to help you be able to get clarity in some of these situations. We're all on this journey together. You don't have to do it alone, okay? So don't be afraid to find someone you admire in your field of profession, or if you want to enhance your spiritual life, go to, it could be a church leader or a yoga teacher, or whatever it may be. However you tap into your inner self and you be calm and you do your meditation, however that is, reach out to someone that is enlightened. I hate to use that word because people use it so loosely, but use someone that you look up to and have them guide you. And maybe they can help you with some of the problems that you're dealing with on other levels and help you have this breakthrough right here, okay, from this Hierophant. Now, the jumper cards were the Hangman. Now, this card just represents that you see this guy, he's suspended, but there's no knot. He's loosely just hanging there. So it's suggesting that you take another view on things, a new perspective, see things from a different way, but you can get out of this. You know, this goes with this card. You know, that goes with, you know, you reaching out or taking a break or finding, you know, someone to help guide you through the process or offer a new perspective, okay? Also, the Star card came out, and this is a very, very positive card. This is a sign of Aquarius, the great teacher of spiritual teachings. So this is also a hope card. So Spirit is in your corner, basically, or you're the divine, whatever you call it, okay? And this is promises fulfilled. This is all your hopes and wishes coming true, but it's going to take you really sitting and going within yourself, and so that these can come to you, okay? Like, faith without works is dead. That sounds like such a cliche, but you have to do the work. Yes, have faith, but you do have to do the work. So release some of that control. But you also have to work on yourself, not just work, okay? And maybe work could be swallowing your pride and asking for help. Sometimes that's all the work that needs to be taken, you know? But we forget that because we want to be so independent. We got this. We're in control. We can handle this, right? You guys are resilient. I get it. But again, we're all on this journey together. So with that, I'm going to leave you with your reading. Think you know what to do. Free will, free choice. You have it. Okay? And if any of this resonated, or if you liked it, please hit the like button or subscribe, I think. Yes, subscribe, comments, they're welcome. I'll put my contact information at the bottom. Any questions you have for me, feel free to ask. I love to get to know each and every one of you. Thank you again for allowing me to read for you. And again, this was for Scorpio, November 2018. Thank you so much. And I wish you all a very, very happy birthday. Thanks. Bye.